Thank you for joining us today in this quiet space of prayer. In this world full of noise, finding a moment to sit with God is a sacred gift. As you listen, let this time soften your heart and steady your soul. May these words remind you that you are not forgotten, not overlooked, and never too far for God to reach. Let this prayer carry you gently into His peace. God, heal the hurt I hide. God, there are places in me I don't talk about. Places where words have settled like sharp stones. Places where silence was easier than explanation. I've hidden wounds behind smiles. I've laughed to keep from crying. I've told myself it doesn't matter, that I'm fine, that I should be over it by now. But you see through all of it. You know the stories behind the shadows. You know the fears I've named and the ones I've never spoken aloud. I've carried disappointment like a secret. I've tried to forgive, but the memory still aches. I've tried to move on, but sometimes I find myself walking in circles, stuck in what I can't forget. Some days I pretend well enough to convince even myself, but deep down, the heaviness lingers. So I come to you, not with perfection, but with honesty. I come tired of pretending. I come needing healing, only you can bring. You are the God who sees behind closed doors, the one who walks into the room no one else is allowed to enter. You aren't afraid of my mess, my confusion, or my brokenness. You sit beside me in the dark and speak light into it. So here I am, asking you to enter the places I've kept shut for too long. Places shaped by rejection, by grief, by regret. Places where I've learned to live with pain instead of asking for freedom. Teach me how to trust you with what I've hidden. Show me how to hand over not just the obvious struggles, but the quiet ones that whisper, I'll never be whole. Heal the parts of me that still flinch from kindness. Heal the walls I've built to protect myself, but that now only isolate me. Heal the moments I replay late at night, the words I wish I could forget, the memories that visit uninvited. I know healing takes time. I know it's not always instant, but I also know that you are patient, that you do not rush the process or shame the pace. You meet me exactly where I am, and you stay. You walk with me through every step, even the ones that feel backward. You don't grow tired of my questions, my tears, my uncertainty. You are not impatient with my healing, so help me be patient too. Help me hold space for myself with the same gentleness you offer me. Help me believe that it's not too late to be whole, that I'm not too far gone to be restored. Remind me that nothing I've experienced has the power to disqualify me from love, from joy, from peace from you. Not the mistakes I've made, not the pain I've endured, not the fears I carry. Wrap me in your presence like a blanket that warms the coldest parts of my heart. Speak over me what I've longed to hear, that I'm safe now, that I can rest, that I can begin again. Let every word of this prayer begin to undo the lies I believed. Let your truth reach deep into the places I've tried to forget. Because if you can see it and still love me, then maybe I can learn to do the same. God, heal the hurt I've hidden, not just so I can feel better, but so I can live fully, so I can love without fear, so I can wake up without dread, so I can look in the mirror without shame, so I can be who you created me to be, without the weight of everything I've carried. And if it takes time, that's okay. I trust you to lead me gently. Let your healing start here, in this moment, in this prayer, in this heart that finally dares to hope. Amen. God, I'm still here. I'm still holding on to this quiet thread of hope, believing that you haven't brought me this far to leave me unfinished. I've walked through seasons that nearly undid me. I've stood in rooms that echoed with loneliness, with silence, with prayers that felt unanswered. And yet, something in me kept whispering your name, not because I was strong, but because deep down, I wanted to believe you were still listening. You are the God who weeps with me, who bends low to meet me where I am, not where I pretend to be. You come close to the pain I've hidden even from myself. You sit with me while I grieve what never happened, what should have been, what I thought I had moved on from. You know, the memories that flood in uninvited. You know the questions I still carry, the ones I'm scared to ask out loud. There are parts of my heart that shut down when life felt too heavy. Parts that said, I'll never be safe again, so why bother hoping? Parts that hardened, not out of cruelty, but out of protection. I've learned how to survive, but not how to heal. I've learned how to numb the ache, but not how to let it go. But here in this sacred space with you, I'm learning something new. I'm learning that healing begins with honesty, that I don't have to have all the answers, that I don't have to fix myself first. I can bring you my shattered trust, my aching disappointment, my unresolved sorrow, and you receive it not with impatience, but with tenderness. You don't flinch at the depth of what I carry. You don't turn away from my doubts or my wounds. You hold them with care like treasure, not trash. You see beauty in the mess of my becoming, so I bring you everything. The nights I cried myself to sleep, the days I forced a smile, the fears that still show up when I least expect them, the shame that clings to my past like a shadow. I bring it all to you, and I ask you to do what only you can. Take what was broken and make it beautiful. Take what was hidden and turn it into testimony. Take what I tried to bury and use it to help someone else breathe. Because if you can use my pain for purpose, if you can bring meaning to what nearly destroyed me, then nothing is wasted. And that gives me strength to take the next step. Even if the healing is slow, even if it looks different than I imagine, even if I still carry scars, I trust that you are doing something deep, something real, something lasting. Teach me to live unguarded again. Teach me to rest without fear. Teach me that I don't have to be perfect to be loved, that I don't have to pretend to be strong when I'm not, that I can bring you every cracked corner of my heart and know you will never turn away. You are my refuge, my healer, my safe place. So let this be the beginning of a new chapter, one where I walk with peace, not panic, one where I believe healing is not only possible but promised, one where I live fully, live freely, and trust deeply, because I am not alone. I never have been, and I never will be. Thank you for staying. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for healing me, piece by piece, moment by moment, breath by breath. I will wait for the wholeness you are forming, even in the hidden places. I will trust you in the dark, because you have never stopped being light. Amen. If this prayer opens something inside you, hold on to that gentle shift. Let God continue the healing beyond these words. And if it helped you feel a little more seen, a little less alone, come back whenever you need to breathe again. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more prayers, psalms, Bible verses, and sermons that speak life into the quiet corners of your heart. Let this be your space of comfort and connection. Amen.